Hello guys, welcome to YouTube channel. Do subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. So we are going to discuss how to import from China in 6 steps. The ultimate guide. Imported products from China, commonly called the factory of the world, due to its enormous manufacturing infrastructure, skilled population, and wealth of industry experience, can boost your store profitability by increasing your margins. So here are everything you need to know about imported products from China in 6 steps. Step 1. Select products to import. Sourcing Chinese goods to sell in your retail store gives you access to a wider range of products at significantly lower cost. If you are running an existing operation or building out a developed business plan, you may already know the category of goods you are seeking to import. From a profitability standpoint, the products you choose to import should have consistent and sufficient demand, profit margins at least 30 to 50%, reliability, low maintenance requirement in transit, warehousing, no laws prohibiting them for sale in your state or country. So, step 2 is find Chinese wholesale suppliers. Once you know which product you are sourcing, you'll need to find a trade partner to supply them. The majority of Chinese suppliers you encounter are either factories or trading companies. The difference between these two models matter most of importers seeking a custom product and those looking to buy a range of goods for their inventory. How to source Chinese suppliers? By taking advantage of these resources, you will have to assess the myriad potential suppliers. So how do you know who to work with? In your search for Chinese trade partner, look the suppliers that have a long-term experience, have a well-established and professional operation, agree to price that gives you a sufficient profit margin, give you reasonable payment terms. So, what to China expect when working with Chinese businesses? Business culture in China is unique and potentially surprising the Westerners. Here are some tips for working with Chinese business both remotely and face to face. Mind the language barrier. Don't assume anything. Be wary of contracts. Form a relationship. So here is step 3: purchase products. With the legwork of sourcing one of the May, you are ready to place an order with your Chinese suppliers. When placing your first order with a new supplier, it's typically best to start with a low initial quantity before you know how the new item will perform. The details of each transactions are laid out within purchase orders and invoices. In addition to a purchase order, it's important to agree with the supplier on a product specification document to ensure you are getting what you pay for. So step 4 is arrange cargo transport. Depending on the shipping terms of your order, you may not need to facilitate inland transport, including export, custom clearance and leading, but more often than not, orders placed with new supplier will be on FOB, in which case these steps will be handled by the supplier. Freight shipping is also depending on intercoms, but most of other is up to the buyer. So step 5 is clear your shipment through customs. Customs clearance is a critical part of importing from China. If you don't provide the correct documentation and follow the right procedure, you run the risk of having your goods detained or are examined, but of which result in delays and hefty fees. As mentioned earlier, you don't need an important license to bring most goods into the US from China. However, to obtain clearance from CBM, you must take the necessary entry. So retrieving your imported goods. Once your goods have been cleared through customs and all parties have been paid, the cargo needs to neither be retrieved or transported to its final destination. Step 6 is process imported goods for sale. When your imported goods reach the end of their journey at your warehouse, store, or office, the final step is to process them for sale like you would any other merchandise. Okay guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys like it.